a cult, a part of voodooism, because there's many different branches of voodooism. There's Santeria, there's a whole bunch of them. It's kind of like splintered within the Protestant faith. You know, you've got so many different types, you know, Methodists and Baptists and Presbyterian and this, but they're all more or less considered Protestant. Same thing with voodooism, but this was horrific. It's called Santa Murd, Saint Death. And the 2 10-year-old children and a 55-year-old woman was sacrificed in this cult. And then, turn around 3 or 4 days later, there's another article referring to this, and they have discovered 2 more children missing. And they're presumed that they've been sacrificed with this cult. So it does go on even present day. I don't think Marie Laveau dealt in anything of that fashion. A chicken. A lot of times you'll find chickens, dead chickens over there. They would sacrifice a chicken, but I don't think she dealt with anything that involved people or murder. It was not that type of thing for her. Now the X's, you're going to see them on other tunes, and that's the vulnerability of the people that don't know what they're doing. If you and I would go in there, put 3 X's on it, tomorrow there'd be X's all over it. So they just mark them up because they see them and they can. And unfortunately, I think it's a trait of a lot of Americans right now. The rules and regulations don't apply to them, they apply to somebody else. They apply the rules to you, but they don't have to go by the rules. And we put sign after sign up there, please do not desecrate this grave. They tear them down every single time, and they proceed to do what they want to do. You know, that's most of the tour guide's favorite cemetery, favorite tour. I love going to the cemetery. Anyhow, y'all saw the great big pyramid. Well, unfortunately, y'all, that great big pyramid, that is what I refer to as our local nut. And his name is the actor Nicolas Cage. That is his pyramid. It has not been there even 2 years because I was given walking tours at the time, and he was under construction a little over 2 years ago. It's only been finished a little less than 2 years. And at that same time, he owned 2 homes, one in the French Quarter, the Lalaurie Mansion. That's the most haunted house in the quarter. They say, I don't agree with that. I used to give those ghost tours too. That's one reason I'm driving the buggy, because I will not give another ghost tour. I'm just over it. Not the tours are bad, the people are nuts. But anyhow, then he also owned a beautiful home in the Garden District. We call that the American sector because that's where the Americans built all their homes because they hated the French and they hated the Spanish and vice versa. But anyhow, both of those homes were taken over either by the bank or the IRS. I understand he owed $13 million in back taxes. And he is a local nut, and every time he comes to town, he makes the papers, and the police are involved every single time. He was here September. He went to a restaurant. Something happened. A window was broken. They didn't press charges. I think they said, get out of here, don't ever come back. And then a week later, he was here for 2 weeks. Again, some altercation with the police. He was loaded. His wife was loaded. I don't know. Again, no charges were filed. He's just what I call the local nut. I despise that pyramid. It does not belong in that cemetery. It's just painfully out of place. You look at the skyline of the French Quarter right now. What if you saw a 90-story Trump Tower sticking out of it? That's the same thing to me. It's almost not the right word. Sacrilegious is not the right word, but I think it's an affront. I honestly think it's an affront. I think it's disrespectful of the cemetery and everything. But the church made gobs of money on it, I'm sure. Now, did you see the Latin inscription on it?
Yeah.
Okay, think 3 Musketeers. That Latin inscription means one for all. It's one grave site for all. And got so many ex-wives, I don't know if that includes them or not. Okay, y'all saw the beautiful Italian society tune. We had tons of immigrants.